Hello everybody, my name is Melannie Baedor. I'm going to talk to you about management of type 2 diabetes mellitus and the inherent challenges in environments of low socioeconomic status. So there is a relationship between uncontrolled blood sugar and problems that can occur in diabetics if the disease is not managed properly. Ultimately, it's up to the person with diabetes to take care of it themselves through proper diet and exercise. However, poverty and limited resources can cause these issues to not be taken care of. The goal for a diabetic is to have an HbA1c of 7% or below. However, 50% of people around the world do not reach that goal. The objective of this study was to show that in South Africa and West Cape, which is a low socioeconomic community, that people in that area are having issues managing the disease and how they can resolve those issues. The design of this study was done as a cross-sectional quantitative study and it was done over a period of 6 focus groups with 26 subjects participating. And during the study, there were 15 females and 11 males, and the mean age of this group was 58.92 years old. The way the researchers conducted the study was audio taping the subjects' responses to different questions that they had over a 45-minute period. And what they found was that there were themes where people were giving the same responses. So for the results of this, they came up with the 5 main themes that were talked about amongst all 26 subjects, and they broke them up into 5 themes that were important, but I'm going to focus on 4 themes that were important. The first one was healthy eating plans and the challenges that they have with that. Physical exercise was second. Financial constraints and other people's understanding of the disease. They were also broken down into a hierarchy. So what was more important? So the first one was challenges with healthy eating plans. And a large amount of the subjects had stated that was a huge issue with managing a healthy eating plan. Some of the response were, my wife passed away. I stayed on my own and don't cook for myself. It is so easy just to eat bread and something on it. Male, 68 years old. Another one was, I can't cook. I just eat whatever is in the house. Usually bread and things like pies. Male, 57 years old. The next one was challenges with physical exercise. And the subjects were aware that there was an importance to exercising to control their blood sugar. However, the biggest issue that they talked about was their neighborhood being unsafe. So many of them did not want to exercise in their neighborhood. One of the subjects said, I wish there was a place in the community where I can go exercise, like the church hall or so. And I don't feel safe to exercise around the house. Female, 68 years old. The next one that was mentioned was financial constraints. Many of them said that was a key issue because it made it very difficult for them to buy healthy foods or see a doctor on a regular basis. A couple of the subjects said, I only have $4.50 in a month for groceries, so I buy cheap stuff, not the vegetables that are very expensive. Another person said, my daughter takes my grants, so I can't buy food for myself, and I have no money. Female, 66 years old. And the last one that I'm going to talk about was other people's understanding of the disease. Now this is very important, so that's why I added this. a small number of people talked about this, and which has caused them to, and this has caused them to not be able to manage the disease at all. One person said, "I can't help that my clinical appointments sometimes on the day of deadlines or during work. My boss refuses then I can't go to my appointments. Then I don't always have medication." Male, 60 years old. The discussion or outlines of the results was the subject's objective was to evaluate the problems type 2 diabetics had come across so better management of the disease could be achieved and hopefully better care plans and knowledge could be given. They recommended that community centers be built to taught by health educators and give the people a safe space to exercise. In conclusion, the study concluded that the problems that people with type 2 diabetics keep them from managing the disease is that the subjects have little to no control over the treatment due to where they live. The study further recommended that changes in the healthcare system be fixed and that the management of the disease through adding community center will hopefully empower the people to live a better, healthier life. Now, some of the limitations of this were that I don't think that they had enough subjects for the study. I think they needed more subjects to get a broader idea of how people were feeling. So I think that would have helped. And then I think the strength of this was that it actually got people to maybe look a little deeper into how diabetes is managed in South Africa, and maybe hopefully open the door to treat diabetics better. So that's it. That's all I have for the night. So thank you, and have a good night, everybody.